probability of coins. See, I've never seen a question of probability of coins in TCS, but you never know since they're changing the pattern. So they might ask some questions which are based upon coins also. So what I'll do here is that I will take you through the concept of coins and then we'll get into the problem solving. Coins is very much similar to the concept which you learned yesterday. I hope all of you are very much clear with the concept of dices, since we are talking about something called as coins. Coins will be also a type of a event which will be independent. Now, what is this independent, sir? So whenever we're talking about independent event, what should come to your mind? What should come to your mind? This independent or dependency will come into picture where more than one events are happening together. Then we talk about that one event is independent, another event is dependent. So let me give you one example which will make it very clear to all of you to understand. Yeah, as the thing says very clearly that whatever outcome come on the first will not have any dependency which is coming on the second, or the outcome come on the second event is not having any dependency on the first. So one basic example which I give in every class which make the things very much clear to my students' mind is that, see, understand that you have a coins. You have something called as coins. Now, whatever coming on coin 1, does it have anything to do with whatever coming on coin 2? There is no relation at all. So whatever on coin 1 is coin 1 thing, whatever coin 2 is coin 2 things. That's as simple as this, right? So this kind of event we call it as independent event. This purely independent event story. Okay, then can you give me some example of dependent event, sir? Yes, I can give you the example of dependent event. Can you imagine a deck of a card or a pack of a card? How many cards are there in a pack? 52. And out of this 52, there are different color, different shapes, all together kind of things are there. So let me tell you that there are different kinds of what we call it as cards. So let's say in a pack, it's not let's say it is there only, there are 4 queens. There are 4 queens. So if I have drawn one queen, the first card I've drawn and I found it one queen, the second card which has been coming next will have a dependency on on the first card, which will have a dependency on the first card. Means what I mean to say in a proper way, if I pull out a card, if I pull out a first card, if I pull out a second card, one after other, then the outcome which is coming in the second card will definitely have a dependency on the outcome coming on the first card. Why? Because if I have taken this one card and if that is queen, the next time we get only 3 queens. And whenever you're taking 2 cards out of a pack, one after other, without any replacement, means you're not putting the first card back into the deck, then the outcome which is coming on the second card will be having dependency on the outcome coming on the first card, That is how the dependency or dependent event and independent event happens. And this is not the only example. There are many more examples. So that depends upon question to question. But whenever we talk about coins, let me come back to the story of coins because we're talking about the coins only. In order to talk about independent event, I just been into this discussion altogether. So whenever we talk about this coins, it's very simple that whenever we toss a coin, whenever I'm tossing one coin, can you tell me that what could be the possible outcome from this one coin? What all things you can get when you toss one coin? It could be either head, or it could be tail. So total outcome which will be possible from one event will be 2. It will be 2 things which will be coming because of one coin. So one coin will produce 2 outcomes. So similarly, whenever we say the story of 2 coins, coin 1 and coin 2, then how many outcome will be possible from 2 coins? How many outcome will be possible from 2 coins? So can I say that there are 4 outcomes? Yes, perfect. There are 4 outcomes, which are from here 2 outcome, In order to have 2 coins, 1 and 1, so this will be 2 into 2. 4 outcomes are possible. How many outcomes are possible? 4 outcomes are possible. If I have 2 coins together, then how many outcome will be there? Perfect, 4. Then when we have 3 coins, then what will be the answer? If you understand, this is 2 is nothing but 2 raised to power 1. This is also called as 2 raised to power 1, like coins, like dices. This will be 2 square, this number coming on the top, and this will be 2 raised to power cube. This will be 2 raised to power cube, which is equal to how much? 8. Now, whenever we have n coins, then what could be my answer coming up next? This will be equal to 2 raised to power n. Now what is this? What is this? This is called as total possible outcome. Whenever we talk about this total possible outcome, in our language, in our class, we call it as B. We call it as B. So this total possible outcome, I'll not write every time, I'll write in place of total possible outcome something called as B. And then we'll say that my probability will be defined as A divided by B. My probability will be defined as A divided by B. So I already know that in coins, B will be 2 raised to power n. B will be 2 raised to power n. Where what is the value of n, my friend? What is the value of n? N will be nothing but equal to number of coins. So what next, sir? We have already got the value of B. We can easily find the value of B. So what is missing? Missing is A. So whenever we talk about A does not depend upon, it's not a predefined value. It depends upon whatever being asked in question. Based upon the question, we define A. So let me write it here very carefully. A will be equal to whatever being asked in question. I want all of you to see to this number. Yeah. Question says that when 2 coins are tossed simultaneously, what is the probability of obtaining? Now here there will be multiple questions. There are actually 6 questions possible from this case. Let me write all the 6 questions one by one, and once you understand the 6 questions, after that this will become cakewalk for all of you. You can solve any question of coin by yourself. One structure is that, one method is that logical method. Whenever we have a 2 coins, sir, the 2 coins will be always given outcome in terms of head head, head tail, tail and head, tail and tail. So I will not give you more build up here. One method was this. And before I'll go further, I want all of you to make a note here, which says that coins produce equally liked event. Equally liked means whatever the outcome coming out of the coin. I hope every one of you know that a coin will produce something called as head as well as tail. Equally liked means both of chances of coming both are equal. Chances of coming both of them are equal. So whatever answer you will be getting in terms of head, if I replace this word by tail, the answer will remain same. Let me go to the next part of the story. So I hope question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 will have 3 terms. One term talks about exactly, another term talks about at least, and the next term talks about at most. Exactly means one value. Always remember, exactly means one value. It will be only one value here. At most means range of a value. Now what are you talking, sir? I'll explain. Hang on here. Range of a value. And at least means again it is a range of a value. So whenever we talk about exactly one means I'm talking about only one head. But whenever I talk about at least one, I don't want to talk about only one. I talk about a range of a value. And whenever we talk about range of a value always will have a starting point as well as one end point. So whenever we talk about at least 2 rupees, man, at least 2 rupees. I want at least 2 rupees from you. What does it mean? It means that my starting point of this journey will be 2 rupees. Highest limit, that could be anything, that depend upon situation. So this will, from minimum, it will go to maximum. Similar thing when we talk about at most 5 rupees, man. That's all. Max to max 5 rupees. That's how the things look. If you remember my voice, that will more than enough for you to understand, make you understand the things what I'm talking. At least 2 rupees. Minimum 2 rupees I need. Maximum, that will depend upon the situation. At most 2 rupees means maximum I need that much amount, and minimum could be generally 0. Is that clear to every one of you? So let me talk about 2 coin 1 and coin 2. This will be something called as head. This will be something called as head again. Here I'll be having tail. Here I'll be having tail. Here I'll be having tail. Then it will be having head. And here it will be head, and here it will be tail. These are the 4 situations when I'm talking about 2 coins. Let me write it in terms of head. What is the minimum number of heads possible in the entire outcome, guys? In this outcome of 4, what is the minimum number of heads possible in one case? Minimum number of heads possible is 0. Which case, sir? This case. If you see this case, there is no head. So minimum number of head possible here is equal to 0. What is the maximum number of head? Maximum number of head is 2. So remember, maximum number of things in coins will be always equal to number of coins. This is always equal to number of coins. So no need to struggle more here. And minimum will be always equal to 0. Minimum will be always equal to 0. So next time you need not to draw this diagram to get this answer. So from 0 to travel to 1, in the middle we'll be getting something called as 1 also. In order middle we'll be getting something called as 1 also, right? So now whenever we talk about this story, how many ways you're getting 0 heads? I've got 0 heads in one way. How many ways will get 1 head? 2 ways. How many ways will get 2 heads? So if you have seen that, this is in terms of head. If I'll write here in terms of tail, this will be 0, 1 and 2, which will be always starting from 1, 2 and 1. So can I say that the number of ways here is 1, 2, 1. The number of ways here is equal to 1, 2, 1. Let me tell you one beautiful method through which you can get the answer next time easily. This 1, 2, 1. This is for how many coins? This for how many coins? This for 2 coins. What will be the situation in 1 coin, my friend? So can I say that for 1 coin, the minimum will be 0 and maximum will be 1. And that will be also, this will be also 1 and this will be also 1. Both of them will be 1, 1. Both of them will be 1, 1. So see to this very carefully. This was 1, 1. For 2 heads, for 2 coins, it become 1, 2, 1. So if you understand this carefully, this is 11 and 121 is nothing but 11 square. So similarly for 3 coins, can I say that this will become 11 cube? It will be 1, 3, 3, 1. This is 11 and 1, 2 added together to become 2. Again 1 and 1 as written by themselves. This 2 plus 1 down is 3, 2 plus 1 down is 3, and 1 and 1 is written by themselves. So whenever we talk about the story of 4 coins, can we write here 1 and 1 by myself, and then we'll keep adding 4, 6, 4, 1. I don't want to depend upon this kind of a logic. Not required. This is not at all required. What you have to do only, you have to use the triangle and you have to answer the question. As simple as this. It is a Pascal triangle only. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then 1, 1. This will be 2. This will be 1, 3, 3, 1. Then this will be 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Are you able to understand? So this is nothing but a Pascal triangle only. So what I'm going to do next is that. So question number 1 for head. Below will be 2, below will be 2. On the top, 1 head. You'll go to the triangle. 1 head will be done in 2 ways. This will be done in 2 ways. Hence your answer will be 2 by 4. Why 4? Because this will be for 2 coin. 2 coin B will equal to 4. Hence your answer will be equal to 1 by 2. Question number 2 says that at least 1 head, means minimum 1 head and maximum obviously 2 heads. 1 head will be done in 2 ways, 2 heads will be done in 1 way. So your answer will be 3 out of 4. Next one is what? Third one says that at most 1 head. What is the meaning of, my friend, at most? Means maximum 1 head, sir. Maximum 1 head. So minimum will be how much? Minimum will be always 0. 1 will be done in how many ways? 2 ways. 0 will be done in how many ways? 1 ways. So your answer will be what on the top? What should I write on the top? This will be 3 out of 4. Same thing goes over here. The answer for not 1, 2 tails will be done in how many ways, guys? 2 tails will be done in how many ways? Only 1 way. Out of 4, that is 1 by 4. At least 2 means minimum 2. Minimum 2 means maximum how much? 2 only. So there's only 1 case possible here. Again, your answer will be 1 by 4 only. At least 2 heads means minimum 2 heads. And maximum value for 2 coins will be also 2 only. So there is only 1 case possible here. That is 2 heads, which will done in 1 by 4 ways only. So whenever I talk about at most 1 tail means, 1 tail will be done in maximum 1, minimum 0. So this will be 3 by 4. So I hope all of you have understood answers of all the 3 questions which I have written on the screen.